So, here we go. There it is. Alright, and there was just a massive explosion. And, yeah, this compartment is now rapidly flooding. Oh my gosh, it V-broke. What the heck? Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I am back in Stormworks and I'm going to be showcasing a new dynamic that was recently added to the game in the latest update. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Now for those that aren't familiar with this most recent update, it wasn't just the space DLC. There was also air and gases added to the game, which means we can now pressurize enclosed spaces. So if it has a door or a hatch, something that can be opened or closed or sealable, then it can hold air, and it can also be pressurized. So this is pretty cool. It's the same thing with water, but we've had water in the game for quite a while. So yeah, that means that you can pressurize a space. So if you're in an airplane, you can fill that with air, and then you'll be able to breathe. And yeah, so when we're in a ship, and it's sinking, it's got air in it, and when the water starts filling a space, the air is going to get compressed, or it's going to prevent water from flooding in. And I believe that is what happens in the game now. And one thing that's cool about that is when you have a ship sinking, you can open a door and a bunch of air will blast out of it, and sometimes you'll get blown away from the door. So some cool physics going on there, and we're going to test that out today. So yeah, this should be pretty cool. Now I really have only tested this out once, and that was on a very small ship. So I'm being injured by the heat there. That's not good. Yeah, so I've only tested this out once, and now we're on a very large ship, and I don't know how this is going to go, so we'll see what happens. This is also a ship that breaks in half, so that might do some interesting stuff. Alright, that's a little bit weird. I'm not sure if the new update broke something with this ship, but yeah, it seems like the smoke is not coming out of the funnels, but we can live without it. Anyways, we might as well get this experiment underway, so let's start sinking the ship, and yeah, here we go. And there's the explosion, so yeah, we've now got water flooding in. And already something very interesting is going on. There is a significant pressure difference in this area, and it's causing a lot of air to rapidly move throughout the ship. So let's try to prevent that by closing the watertight doors. Alright, so we got water pouring in there, and yeah, we're going to want to shut all of these, or at least those two compartments. We should be fine. Alright, so here I am in the flooding compartment. It looks like a lot of water is coming in, and that means the air is being compressed. So there's higher pressure in this compartment rather than the one right next to us. So you can imagine what's about to happen when I open the door. So, here we go. There it is. Alright, and there was just a massive explosion, and yeah, this compartment is now rapidly flooding. Now that happened really quick, so let me go ahead and show you from the other side what that would look like. Now that boiler room is already flooded because the water came rushing in so fast. So let's see what would happen if we opened it from the other side. So first let me shut these doors, and here we go. And there it is. It rapidly floods because we've got higher pressure in one compartment and lower pressure in another one, and the ship is now starting to go down very quick. Oh my gosh, it V-broke. What the heck? So yeah, some very interesting physics going on there. So let's go ahead, let's respawn the ship, and then try to do this a little slower. Alright, the ship is respawned, and we're back on the move. This time around, I'm going to leave a lot more of the watertight doors open, and this will prevent such a rapid and destructive sinking, or hopefully, or theoretically, it should. So, yeah, let's see what happens. Alright, there it is. There's the explosion, and you can actually hear the air moving through the ship. I'm not sure what's going on here. This might be a bug, but yeah, it's a little bit weird. However, we are seeing the air moving from the compartment. You can see now that the water is flooding in, it's going to start pushing more air into this compartment because, well, there's going to be less air in that compartment as water fills in. Now, we should probably get out of here because these boilers are going to explode. Alright, here we go. Let's say goodbye to that compartment. And there we are. Let's use the emergency escape hatch. Oh my gosh, those boilers are just blowing up one after the next. Okay, there's a lot of air moving through the ship right now. And I think I know why. I think we split in half again. Alright, yep, the water is rapidly filling up the space. Alright, we have got to move. So as you can tell, the sinkings are more destructive and more violent even with the changing air pressure. And yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to escape. And you can see how fast that water is flooding into the space now that we're getting deeper under the ocean. Alright, let's try to get out here while we still can. Yeah, it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to. Also, another thing that's going on, that just imploded, and I think that was just forced open by the pressure. Not sure, haven't really played around with this update too much, but I can gather from the depth and just what's going on overall that compartment quite literally just imploded. Now let's try this with a ship that actually has doors that are already open, so air is going to naturally flood from the inside to the outside of the ship and vice versa. So we'll see how violent the sinking is with something like this. Alright, I turned it to night because I think it would be nice to have a night sinking, so let's go ahead and let's sink the ship. Alright, unlock sinking, and there we go. Alright, there's been an explosion, and we're going down. Now let's make our way down into the ship, and it looks like we have air pouring out of the ship, so that might be a telltale sign something is going wrong. So as the water fills up the space, there is less space for the air to reside, thus it is pushed out of the ship. And we're starting to see that right now, and you can actually see that I'm getting moved around a little bit. Actually, I think that's more because the ship is tilting so violently. It is flooding really fast, so let's get out. Let's probably stop the ship now. And the air noise is getting louder as we go on here, and that is because there is a lot of air still in the ship, but there's more water. And now the power has gone out, so I'm pretty sure we're going to stop moving in just a moment. Yep, here we go. It is plunging, and plunging really fast. Alright, we're going to try to get to the back of the ship. Nope, we're done. And we're in the water. Alright, it just went under, and I'm getting pulled down with the ship. So yeah, that was pretty cool. Now the one last thing I'm gonna do before I end off the video is show you how that works while you're in an airplane. So this should be pretty fun because if you've ever seen an airplane action movie ever, when they open the door, everything gets sucked out of the plane. Alright, so I brought out one of the most popular aircraft on the workshop, and it is also pressurized to a degree, so let's take off, and yeah, let's see how this goes. Now that we're at a pretty sufficient altitude, I turned on the autopilot, and I'm gonna go back, and we're gonna go and open up a door. Alright, let's try this one. Oh, there we go. Yep, as you can see, it's sucking all the air out, and yep, there I go. Well then, there we go, as I'm plummeting back to Earth. If you guys have enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and a comment, and I'll see y'all next time, guys. Goodbye.